Hey.
What's up? This, of course, is the Let's Be Clear radio show. And we're live on YouTube, Twitch, and of course, Creative Streams Live app. We got a lot to talk about today because we've been searching the internet, and the only thing that's on the internet right now, it happens to be Will and Jada. Now, why are we talking about Will and Jada? Because Will and Jada put their business out there in the street. But before we get to that, what's up, Nick?
What's up? How you be?
I be okay.
That's
I be
good.
I be a little under the weather right now because
You
my
too?
stomach wanna hurt.
Oh.
But we're gonna push through this show and this day. What's going on, Mike? Good
Hi,
day
Mike.
to you too. How was your week, girl?
Always been kind of okay. I'm tired of this weather.
Yeah, it's been raining. They said for the last 7 past weekends. So it's supposed to stop a little while later. Hopefully,
It's stopping now.
Hopefully it'll stop and we'll be able to move past it. And they said it's gonna turn windy or whatever. I'm sick of this weather.
Yeah, I'm sick of it too.
Because I don't know. It's just, I mean, either be cold or be hot.
Oh yeah, pick a side.
Rain or not.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the rain that I'm off. Rain on my weekends when I gotta go to work, which is gonna end real soon. Thank God. Starting on the 6th of November, I will not be working weekends. Praise Jesus.
Yes!
Thank you, Lord.
The 6th of November.
So that means that we'll be doing I'll probably be doing more shows by myself because Nikki's always busy.
I'm not always busy.
She's
not anymore.
Always busy.
I'm old now.
And we're gonna be doing more pop-up shops.
What's the name of your pop-up shop?
Let's be clear.
Oh, okay,
everything.
okay.
Let's be clear. ...
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna do more pop-up shops. So if anybody out there that are artists, vendors, if you do a magic trick, if you can pull a finger out of your butt, we don't care what you do. If it's entertaining, we're gonna watch it and we want y'all to be a part of the show.
True.
Don't forget about the Christmas event that is happening December 16th up at Easy Life Restaurant and Bar in the Bronx.
Yes.
1300 221st Street, 222nd Street,
Yeah,
Boston Road.
right.
You know, that's where it is. It's in the Bronx. Don't be afraid of the Bronx because the Bronx is not all that, you know. People hyping up the Bronx like, oh, I don't like. That's like one of our brothers from another mother. I invited him. He was like, I hate the Bronx. I was like, it ain't that bad.
Y'all got a bad rep though. I don't know what it is.
We ain't got no bad rep.
Every time I tell somebody, come to the Bronx, come to the Evo, come to this and that, they be like, the Bronx. Like, it's a cutoff.
Listen, that's because that's like some people. I think it's people that have never ventured out into the Bronx because
had a bad experience.
And that part too, because I've hung out in Brooklyn, I've hung out in Manhattan, I've hung out in Queens. I just started venturing off to Staten Island, so that's because my niece lives out there.
How's that?
But
is it slow?
I mean, I don't know, because we go to the house and we stay in the house, or we go out to eat or whatever. That's the only thing I have done. What's up, cousin? How you doing? She says hi, Nikki.
Hey, how you doing?
That's Virginia.
Virginia. I can't see far. I'm nearsighted. I got glasses for no reason.
So yeah, I've had a few bad experiences, probably in Brooklyn and other places, but it doesn't deter me from going because it all depends on where you're going and who you're going with. Now, if it's a private event, all the hood rats ain't gonna be there because it's a private event. So you don't have to worry about somebody coming in there shooting up the place because they do that everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Especially. So you can't go, leave the Bronx alone. Come party with us. We're gonna be all right.
Take a cab if you're scared or get a ride.
December 16th, Easy Life.
5 p.m.
until 10.
We're going to have DJs. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have, you could buy food. You could buy drinks. Oh, and the best Christmas theme costume.
It doesn't have to be a costume. It can be
the attire.
You can come in there with the cat in the hat on, or anything that you wear. It has to be something that represents Christmas and a cartoon.
Yeah, Christmas character, something like that.
So that's what we do.
So they
What
don't
up,
get a
Wiz?
cash
Wiz is in the
prize.
building. Hey, Wiz. What's up, Erna? Ina, I'm sorry. I said your name wrong.
Hey.
How you doing? Yeah, they always talking about the Bronx like the Bronx is bad. About the Bronx is cool. Like, I'm from the Bronx. I mean, by way of Harlem. You know, my family, migrated from North Carolina. They was in Harlem and Lower East Side, but I was raised in the Bronx, and I don't have a problem with it.
How long
I
you
don't have a
lived in the
problem.
Bronx?
Most of my life, all of my life, actually. You know,
Okay.
but anyway, come out, have a good time, join in the festives, and that's it.
Yeah. We always have a great time. Nothing ever happens.
No, we don't invite bad-minded people to our
Nope.
events because we want to have a good time, and I'm not running and ducking from nobody.
No, I
So
don't want to do that.
I suggest y'all come out and have a good time. If you know anybody that's an artist that wants to perform, just point them in the right direction to either me or DJ K Nikki, and we'll definitely put y'all on the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs to be signed up for something no later than 2 weeks prior to the event. So you have between now and then to get your merch together, get whatever y'all got going on. 2 weeks prior, all payments must be made in full, and you gotta let us know what you're gonna do. All right. What up, Igor? Igor's watching.
Hey, Igor.
That's my vanilla brother from work. But anyway, let's just get to some topics today. Um,
What we gonna
you know what I
start
wanted to
with?
talk? I wanted to talk about because I was listening to Fat Joe has a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and he was talking about the industry with the hip hop artists and the DJs and stuff like that. Everybody's beefing with one another,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, saying that he's for peace and everything, and I totally agree with him because, like he said, because people didn't like R. Kelly. R. Kelly is now in prison probably for the rest of his life, and when you got beef with somebody that's unnecessary, that's not even necessary, that can cause them to go to jail. And like he was saying, R. Kelly was that man that everybody went to Madison Square Garden to a concert to see him,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the greatest, if not the greatest entertainer of all times, because he wrote for Michael Jackson, he wrote for Whitney Houston, he wrote for a lot of people. And because of people not liking him, he's probably going to spend the rest of ex, exclude the things that he did, because if he did what he did, well, he was found guilty of it, so apparently he did it.
Mm-hmm.
However, put that to the side and think about the man and his music.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's this ongoing war with these DJs from the radio station where Funkmaster Flex is like every other day he's kind of like bashing DJ Envy. Now, if DJ Envy did anything that he was not supposed to do, then he's gonna go to jail for that too. If he gets found guilty of whatever findings that they find out, I know his so-called business partner is in prison now, so or got arrested by the
Yeah.
feds, and they said the feds is raiding the radio station and the houses
Radio.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, if there's something that he did and he's found guilty for it, then he has to do the time too. But my problem is like Fat Joe was saying. Now, hypothetically speaking, everybody's talking about Envy and talking about how bad he did and all of this X, Y, and Z. And his wife decides that she's going to leave him. And he loses his mind and he goes out there and stabs somebody and kills somebody. Now he's going to jail for the rest of his life because some people should have kept their mouth shut. And I find that, true. I mean, we talk about what we hear, like I told everybody, if we talking about something on our show is because we already heard it on the other platforms. So it's not like we're putting out rumors about each other or anybody and talking bad about somebody. We're just commenting on the news that we know. And it's crazy because, you know, it's enough room, I believe, for everybody to shine. You know what? Nobody can dim your light but you with the nonsense that you talk about and stuff like that. Because you can't dim somebody's light just to make your light shine.
Mhm.
Because that's gonna people are gonna look at you like, yo, what's wrong with this person? You know what I'm saying? Because you really can't do that because it first of all it's not right. And number two, payback is a motherfucker because you what goes around comes around. So
Karma is something
karma
else.
karma comes back full head, full speed ahead. And some people be like, oh well, I don't care about what happened to me, but what about what happens to your family? You know what I'm saying? Because karma doesn't always hit
Go
you.
back to your
It can hit
kids.
to your kids, somebody you love, whatever. But anyway, I just hope that
Oh my
they'll
God.
see they'll see the light, and everybody, instead of bashing and hating one another, let's support one another. Because look at this war that's going on overseas, and they're having a war over religion. Because Jewish people or Muslim people or this, like, we are all God's creation. That's number one. And we don't have to like one another or like anyone's views or their culture or whatever. But the one thing that I think that we should do is respect one another, because that's where respect goes a long way. And all this war going on over here, and they fear that that war is going to sprinkle out into America, because now there's some people that are attacking the Muslims, and some Muslims that are attacking the Israel. Like, it is just sad. I just think that, you know, despite everything else that people got to deal with on a regular basis, why do we still have to deal with racism and war, and why people got to hate on each other because of their ethnic backgrounds or because their religion? There's enough religions out there for everybody. I mean, to me, there's one higher being, and no matter what you call him, he's the one that you're going to have to answer to at the end of the day. So we need to stop all of these wars. I pray for these people. They attacked a hospital with kids in there, and it was just one crazy shit show out there. So, you know what I mean? It's just crazy,
It is.
And
Hey Lewis.
hey cousin,
Hey little unique.
what's up? Little Unique, our informational specialist. But yeah, so we just came on today. I don't even think we're gonna do the full 2 hours, because we already 40 minutes in. So we'll probably go until about 2 o'clock, right? And see what you guys want to talk about. So the next topic that we can talk about is this garbage with Will Smith and Jada Pickett. So I mean, only because it's in social media and it's everywhere that I'm even going to mention it. But I kind of feel like what a lot of people have been saying. And I don't know if she's doing this chasing clout, if she's doing this to sell books, because she's not the relevant one in the relationship. It definitely is Will Smith, because he has more hits and movies than she does. Now, for her to come out with so much personal stuff, I find that very degrading. Not even on his part, because men are going to stick by men. But as a woman that is married to a man that you married because you married him, or maybe you married him because you wanted clout, whatever the reasons were, you guys were married for almost 25 years or so. And for you to come out and talk personal stuff about him, I think you should have left it on the you. You know what I'm saying? If you was trying to find yourself and you trying to do whatever you need to do to find yourself, then you should have went seeking for yourself. Because all that personal stuff,
I think she definitely had a conversation with all of them. With Will and them, in order for her to come out with that book and
definitely,
stuff. And in order for her to speak her truth, he's part of her truth. So he's part of her story. You know what I mean? So if he chose not to speak about her during his story, I don't know. I didn't read his book. That's on him. But if she choose, that's who she wants to speak about. Because obviously she has issues with him. You know what I mean? So that's probably part of her reason for having depression. You know, that and her career and Tupac and all the things she keeps talking about. Obviously, it's an issue for her. So if that's what what's her name of her book? It's one word.
Is
Worthy.
worthy.
If that's she said she's even her mother was saying the things that she was speaking about their relationship too. So it's like a memoir. So she's gonna speak on all of that.
I mean, I get it, but at what degree do you say, you know what? Well, then,
It's too much.
yeah, because some of that to me personally was too much. And she she made herself look bad because everybody is talking about her. So to me, she made herself look bad by disclosing too much information. There's a lot of information that we don't need. We don't need to know if his penis was small. We don't need to know that, she like there like I didn't read his book neither. And I probably should start reading a little bit more to understand. But it just made it seem like she was just putting him down. I mean, that's the way I saw it. Like she was just putting him down and that you know, regardless, she claims that her and Tupac were very, very good friends. They were never in a sexual relationship. But for you to come out and say, now, color me wrong, but she said in one of her interviews that Tupac proposed marriage to her while he was locked up in Rikers Island. Well, from what I heard, Tupac was already engaged and married to somebody else, or he was already married to somebody else, but he was also dating one of Quincy Jones's daughters. So how did he propose to her? I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, because people say anything. It was just words.
Listen, when I know
yeah.
when people are in prison, they'll tell you that they're gonna sell you the Brooklyn Bridge for $1, and you think you can buy it, but you can't because the Brooklyn Bridge is not for sale. But it was just certain things that just rather ruffled my feathers. Like,
well, like I said, I'm with y'all with when it comes to it's just something about Jada, but I can't argue about what she feels she wants to disclose in her life. If that's her story, that's her story. She wants to tell it, she tell it. If she feel like she will tell everybody's business that was around her, then she better get ready to get sued. That's number one.
Yeah.
But
Ina said she should have just gotten a therapist.
Yeah, she should have.
And then she said, I didn't believe that he asked her to marry her, maybe when they were in Baltimore back in the days.
I always thought that she got pregnant. Her mother told her, look, I think y'all should get married. I think her mother forced her to marry him. The way the storyline goes. Because she acted like she never wanted to marry him.
Oh, well.
That's the only person she met? Yeah, Jada.
Oh, yeah, okay, because there was an interview, was it the interview that they did on Red Table Talk, where she said that she was somewhere crying because she didn't want to get married, and
she didn't want to get married, she got pregnant. She didn't want to get married. Her mother was the one that told her, kept influencing her to get married. So she got married. She didn't love him. Not the way that...
Not the way she loved Tupac if she's still talking about him and he dead.
She never loved him like that. That's the problem. They not in the same level when it comes to love.
You can love somebody and don't be in love with them.
Don't be in love.
And you can love somebody and just want the best for them. And I understand. They are best friends. I understand what he was saying yesterday, but I personally think that the reason why he came out and made that statement, I think they were in Baltimore or something like that. Is because everybody's attacking her and he wants them to stop attacking her. Because the social media is giving her
a hard time.
They giving her the hardest time.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta expect that and that's why I said something she probably shouldn't have said. Because when she put that out there, because despite the smack at the Oscars and all of that stuff, people still love Will Smith. Will Smith is like a black superhero. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think she's taking all the brunt so that he could keep his image?
That could be something too. But I mean, he lost his image for a while. But people, like I said, people still love Will Smith.
They still love, but they They don't like Jada. You know what I'm saying? So it's
But
either or.
who
They're
really
gonna go
liked
with
her?
Will. They're gonna always
Nobody,
go with Will.
nobody. I mean, I don't know too many people that ever liked her in the first place.
Mm-hmm. But
You
we
know,
don't know what's behind closed doors. That's what I'm saying.
and that's why they closed doors should be closed.
You know what happened?
When you
was
open the
that
door,
entanglement brought everything out because they wasn't really talking like that.
nah,
Before
they
that.
didn't. All you saw them was at events.
Yeah, they
and
wasn't
stuff
talking
like that.
about their
Yeah.
life. When that entanglement came out, that's when they decided, okay. And I always thought all of that was a setup to this.
You think so?
I think all of it was a setup. That entanglement coming out, whether it was done or not, the slap, all of that. That I think it was all a setup towards his book, towards whatever else whatever other agenda they have. They didn't like to go to Oscars before. They come to this one for some reason, probably because it was an all black staff at that time. You set this is my opinion, not anybody else's opinion. Then you set up that slap for no freaking reason. You know what I'm saying? Now you banned from the Oscars, so now you don't have to come back to the Oscars because you banned from the Oscars. Now you gotta get your life back. She takes all the brunt of everything. He comes out with a book. Everybody want to read it because he's the victim to everybody. Now he's on her side, always supporting her. Don't hurt Jada like this. Da, da, da. She got the red table talk. That brings people over there.
And I thought that was canceled, but I heard they're coming back next year.
It's the controversy. It's just controversy.
Yeah, but I think that's what a lot of people do. A lot of these people in the entertainment world,
Blueface and them, all of that is just the put controversy on social media. So you go out and look at them. The more views they get, the more people that watch them, whether they like them or not, the more money they make.
Terry said, "I agree. It seems to me that she put all their personal business in the street for profit."
Cause there ain't no way Will ain't a part of it. Come on now, that like the whole family don't
I
know
heard
this is what it is.
Somebody told me yesterday that they're supposed to be doing a book together now.
Yes, the whole thing is she's talking about just her life and her issues, right? For whatever, I don't know what time is a child or whatever, I don't know, till the time of the slap. This is what I heard allegedly. Till the time of the slap. Then from the time of the slap till now, they're gonna write the book together. It's all a setup. They smart. Come on.
And that's why they say you should never put these entertainers or these
on
artists on a pedestal, because not only will they fall down, but they'll knock your ass down just chasing them. That's why I like.
And you don't, like I said, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and it's not always going on the other side. You don't know what type of lifestyle they really have. They show you what they portray. Jeannie Ma and them. Everybody, oh my God, they love each other. I want that. And look. Allegedly blindsided her and all that. It's like, come on. A lot of these people be put together so their celebrity could go up.
So their status
could go up. Half of them probably don't even know each other. Safari and Amara and all that. It's all
But
setups.
I heard her say that they're not really in a relationship.
That's what she claimed. That's for the TV.
So why do that? And it was like
for a storyline.
I heard this man this morning when I was up, I was watching, I want to say, was it Instagram or TikTok, one of them. And some lady asked him, why do he hate reality shows? And he said that he hates them because they exploit women. Because instead of uplifting the women and letting them know to get their own business, because the person that owns the business that's running that show, they're getting money because y'all over there, y'all fighting, y'all talking about one each other, and then y'all having dinner together and throwing food and drinks in people's faces.
Their man and all that.
Absolutely.
It's just too much.
And he said that's why he said that it degrades women, and he doesn't think it exploits women. And it's especially our black women, and especially these ones that have a little bit of inner and outer beauty, because not everybody is beautiful all the way around, but the inner beauty is the one that glows through. And then they go and they get their butts done and all of that because they want to go and be on TV just to do all of this stuff. Like why? Like the man said, why not get a line? If you wearing all these eyelashes, why don't you get a line of eyelashes, a line of makeup? Be like the Rihannas, or not be like, but do something that that you don't have to be on these reality shows. And and pass it forward or pass it down to your kids or whatever. But
Instead of
instead,
constantly fighting. I can't stand them shows where I say, what you got over there? What? Blah, blah, blah. Next thing they know, they fighting. Why are we fighting on TV? I don't get it. I don't get that.
so I was off. Was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. I was off, and I was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And only because there was nothing else on TV, so I'm rushing through the TVs. So now I remember Yandy and Rashida's storyline was just like that. But they changed their storyline because now they're all about peace
Business
and
and all that,
kahamba and all of that stuff. So they're not doing the fighting. They trying, but they still gossiping.
Yeah, they still
But
gossip.
they're not fighting and throwing food and all of that stuff. They're trying to teach these ladies
how to run
a business.
To help out,
Yeah.
support your community. It's positive. It's not about Kirk and Rashida and what they're going through. It's about the business that they run in and her clothing line. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it should be. Even the one, oh God, not Potomac, the one with the people that does, the black people that does business, Melody and all of them. It's Melody and the guy that went with Sheree. He was dating Sheree. He was in the Marriage to Huntsville. Something Huntsville. That's what it's called. And they're all the premise of it is black people, either black husband and wives or whatever, right? And they all have businesses, and we're supposed to follow them and how they conduct their business, all that. And now it's about who's having sex with who cheating on who's having divorce. Now it's all about that, and forgot all about the businesses that they run in.
So this is what happened live. Someone rings your bell and you got to get up and answer it. So Nikki, you talk to them. Because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, talk in the intercom and look through the peephole before you do that. Shoot, we live in Harlem. How y'all doing? Yeah, I cannot stand those reality shows. Hold on, she got here. Who is it? Oh, be safe. The reality shows and stuff. Terry Holmes said, I would never, for no amount of money, belittle my husband on national TV because I'm not happy in my marriage. I would just pack my shit and leave. I agree with you.
Absolutely,
I
Terry.
agree with you.
Because, I mean, what are we going to gain from that? We're not going to gain anything. And I think, like, if you've been married to somebody for so long and y'all been together and people see y'all together and you start talking bad about them, how does that make you look? You stayed that long.
True that. And
because shit don't just happen overnight. It's a progress. Everything is a progress. Stuff happens. You know, it just, you don't just wake up and say, oh, I hate my husband. Why do you hate him?
But I understand how they say they so much best friends. It's like, if you my best friend, whether you my husband or best girlfriend or whatever, I'm not going to do that to you. Like you, somebody said in there, get a therapist.
Absolutely.
Talk about it in therapy. You know what I'm saying? Now,
work on yourself.
Yeah, first. And
work on yourself first, and then you know, you can work on whatever else you need to
other
work
issues,
on.
Yeah.
Because you can't help nobody until you help yourself first. And that's just the way it goes. She has a lot of
issues. Because that's not the first time I heard her talk about issues.
She Jada's crazy.
Yeah. Hey Sharjay. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hi.
All right.
All right.
We on live. We on live. No. Sit down right there. That's my brother. Because I told you the shoe covers that.
That's why I wore these. Out my door in the cab out right here.
No, you got to put shoe covers on it because you walked outside. You did walk outside.
From the cab to the building?
Outside,
you give
period.
Those socks?
No, there's shoe covers. He can put shoe covers on.
Oh, okay.
Over by the door. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry.
See what happens on live?
Anything can happen on live. So, yeah, you talk about your husband like he's the worst thing in the world, and then you still with him. You stayed with him from all of those years.
I hope they go through therapy for real, though.
They're going to need it. I know I was watching that interview last night, and Will Smith said he was overseas somewhere with
no notifications on.
Yeah, and when he got back to Sydney, Australia, everything started popping up, and he was like, "She said what?" And that, like, you didn't know that was like I seen another video of when her book first showed up. So they had to. It's like you
They
said, they had
do.
to talk about the
Yeah.
book or whatever. So I don't know, but
Yeah, they
I just
do.
think that a lot of these celebrities. Now, there's a few of them that you don't never hear. Like, do you ever hear anything about Morris Chestnut and his wife?
Nope.
You never hear about Morris Chestnut and his wife. Do you ever hear about Lorenz Tate and his wife?
Nope.
Never hear about them. And they all around the same age. They all around the same age. So my question is like, I mean, what's the difference between them and you? Like, we don't gotta know. I understand that they're public figures, right? And you can't hide from everybody everywhere all the time. But make sure when you out, y'all representing each other the way that you're supposed to represent each other.
And like I said, that's what they was doing before until August said something. Because really, that's what we didn't know. Like I said, we didn't know anything. We had alleged, rumors that they had open marriage and stuff like that. That was it. We never heard it out their mouth. None of that. As soon as what's his name said that, now they felt like they needed to talk about it. I would have still stayed quiet. But I need to explain anything to us for.
Yeah, because first of all, you grown.
Yeah, I
If
do
you're
what
a
I
grown
want to
person,
do.
you can do
Yeah.
whatever you want to do. You don't have to. You don't have to justify anything to anybody as long as you're not out there.
Hurting
Well,
people. Yeah.
that's why he talked because she hurt him.
Yeah.
And
And that's his story. The
Yeah.
same way people may say, "Oh, he talked too much. Look what he did. She talked too much." Look, that's their story. So
Yeah.
you can't get mad at that. But the way they responded to it,
Yeah,
they went
because
too far. Fine, do the red table thing they did and spoke about it. Boom, that's
it should have
it.
left it.
And they've been like, you know what? That's it. We explain ourselves. We don't need to explain each other anymore. We're gonna do what we want to do to make us happy together or separately. Blah blah blah. Boom. That's it.
And then the other thing that I heard is that we misunderstood what she was saying, that her and Will are not separated, that there was a time when they had spent 7 years apart or something
Yeah.
like that.
They're not divorced, but they're separated.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
So I don't know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's their life.
Yeah.
And
And
I
it
wish
doesn't
that
affect us. That's why I understand why people are so upset also over this lady. Let her do her life. If that's what she chooses to do, fine. If Will would accept it, hey, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? Sorry if you get hurt behind it, because I know how it feels to get hurt. But we don't know the backstory. We don't know what's really going on. He might be choking shit out of Jada behind closed doors. We don't know.
Well, she might be choking the shit out of him.
Yeah, we don't know. So
yeah, that's why. And I seen another interview with Monique and them, and they was asking them the question about Jada and
The
Will.
comedian?
Yeah.
Oh.
And she was like, that's none of her business.
Yeah, I heard
It's
that.
none of her business. Like, and I agree, it's none of our business. But since we are a podcast and a talk show, we're gonna
People
talk
have
about.
their opinion.
Yeah. So everybody has an opinion. If she chooses
If she
not to
put
say
it out
anything,
there,
then that's fine. But still, in all, what makes it right? What makes it wrong? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna take for some of these celebrities to realize that they really need to just go somewhere and hide, come out to work, and that's it. Because you're gonna be scrutinized for everything you do. If you drop a piece of paper on the floor, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, look, Jay-Z dropped paper on the floor. He didn't pick it up." You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you do, you're gonna have a hard life. That's why I don't know.
Well, with today's generation, the whole social media, it's you'll always have to be in the limelight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Before,
because
back in the day, you can't keep all
Absolutely.
of that sacred. Like you could keep all of that private. And the only way they find is if you was on the Inquirer or something like that. Like they took an actual picture of you doing something. But now you get caught on the street camera, and it's up on social media.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
If you run a light,
Yep.
if you run a light, you getting caught.
Yep,
Anything you
anything.
do, and it's like you said, years ago we didn't have
All
video
of this,
phones. We
yeah.
didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
So now everything you do is underneath a light.
Mm-hmm.
So
So what you gonna do? Not live? No.
well,
But you
they
gotta have to understand there's consequences when it comes out. You're gonna get scrutinized, unfortunately.
But what can we do about that?
Nothing.
Because we get scrutinized too, so it don't matter. I get scrutinized at work. They don't like me. They say they can't trust me because whatever. And I'm like, I don't care because I'm leaving you sons of bitches anyway. So I'm moving on and moving away from y'all.
Moving on.
I'm moving on.
That's no
So
lie.
yeah, so what else you want to talk about, Nick?
I don't know what else is going on out here. I'm up here trying to scroll through. What y'all want to talk about out there? Oh, did we talk about Envy and the lawsuit, right? Yeah, we did
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy because going back to that, I've been seeing, if anybody know me, they know that I'm not really a fan of Pump Master Flex, and the way that he's doing them is real dirty. Like I don't like what he's doing.
No, we could talk about. Did you see this video of a black woman and I think he's Indian guy was going to the date, um, and he was going to
Yeah,
take her to the Cheesecake Factory,
girl.
and he had reservations to go to a nice restaurant, but she was an hour late first. It did so the reservations was canceled, of course. So he decided to take her to the Cheesecake Factory,
And she did not get out of the car.
but she
wouldn't.
decided to record it, go live
Yeah.
to embarrass him, and turned around. She got embarrassed.
Yeah, because everybody's throwing shade at her too.
Mm-hmm.
Now she said, that how is it that he's gonna take her to a chain restaurant? I like the Cheesecake Factory.
I like it too.
And I like the Oreo and cookie cheesecake. That's really good. But my thing is this: who told her that she was Queen Sheba, that she can show up hours late for a reservation that he had, and then because he said, "Oh, I don't go to chain restaurants.
I'm too beautiful for that." And as a man, you're supposed to cater to me and be the provider. I'm like, first of all, it's our first date. I don't even know if I want to provide for you.
And I'm sure he was gonna take her
He
to a
was.
nice restaurant, but she messed that up.
No, nobody messed it up. He caught that red flag early.
Absolutely.
That was gone. She was crazy. And then there's this podcaster. He's in a polyamorous relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He looks Muslim. He has like a little beard, and he actually interviewed them. And to see how she felt, she finally says, she didn't even say sorry. She just said, "I see what I did, whatever." And he said, "Look, I'm looking for, a wife. I know how to provide and stuff like that. I have a big family, our name is go down generation. His name, goes down generation. So he's looking for a stable woman. You know what I mean? First of all, it's a generational gap, but she ain't from my generation because I don't know what she talking about. She's like, oh, yeah, if I would have went to Cheesecake Factory, how I would live that down with my friends or whatever like that."
And that's the same thing we talked about before. Your friends are not the one that's in this relationship. Your family is not the ones. If you like somebody and y'all hanging out and it eventually turns into a relationship, what does your friends and anybody got to do with it?
Mm-hmm. Sharjay said, "Yeah, she makes women look bad. She was so wrong for that." Lil Unique said he should have made her take an Uber home. The fact that she locked the door, right?
Yes. He was like, because I seen that he wanted her. Oh, hold on. I gotta take my phone call. Hold on.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I gotta go through.
Hello?
You're suspended for 1 day. Yeah, she was wrong for that. She said she was brought up that she was taught to. She was sorry. I can't do two things at one time. She was taught to. They told her that women's supposed to be catered to, and that's how it was supposed to be catered to. Is like take you to the best restaurants. Anything that she wants, he's supposed to give her. This in the fifth. But I don't understand if we just met. Why you expected that from somebody that you just met? That's the only thing I don't understand. She was real selfish. She was real selfish.
Yeah, I mean, like, first of all, if it was a first date, does it matter where you go?
I guess for her it does. Some people is what's the word? They're I can't think of the word.
Ungrateful.
Yeah, there's something like that where they gotta be like it gotta be the most for them. Like, oh, you gotta give me flowers. You gotta give me this is the first day I don't know you. Why you can't take me out? You know, as a man, why you can't take me out? Why I always gotta take you out? You know, on the first date, something like that. But there's always gotta be a big production when it comes to us women for the man to prove that he likes you. Yo, I'm just trying to get to know you. I might not like you after this date. Now I want all my money back.
That's like the conversation that Wiz and I had when he was here last time, and they was talking about how men are taught how to treat women, but women are not taught how
How
to
to
treat
treat
men.
men, yeah.
And like I stressed to him, some women are like that, and some women aren't, because the generation that we come from are different. The generation that this chick came from, those are the ones that y'all should be talking about.
She
You know
look
what I'm
like she
saying?
from our generation. That's the
No,
sad part.
it doesn't matter because she can be from our same generation, but her mindset can be from somebody that's very, very youthful.
Uh-huh.
Because a mature adult is going to actually analyze, you know what, this is our first date. Let's just see. Because you want somebody to go out and spend $300-400 on one date, and then tomorrow they don't like you. Men are not going to do that.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Unless
do
they
that.
balling out.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Like, it doesn't make sense. You got to make it make sense.
We going to freaking Starbucks up to talk to see. First
You
of all,
know
I
what?
gotta see if I have a vibe with you
Absolutely.
physically.
Because the last person that I went out on a date with, right? Because I'm real particular anyway. I'm not gonna let anyone come to my house and pick me up. I'm not gonna let you drop me off. I'm gonna go to a public place and I'm going to meet you there. And I told this guy, yo, you wanna go out? Okay, fine. I said, meet me at Starbucks in Bay Plaza. And we met at Starbucks in Bay Plaza. And after that I decided that okay, maybe I do want to hang out with him for a little while. But then he turned a little cuckoo on me and I had to let him go. But I would rather be out in public with somebody. It doesn't make a difference. Our first date ain't got to be a 5-star restaurant. It ain't got to be the steakhouse down up in Westchester County or anything like that. I just appreciate the fact that somebody wants to take me out. And I am a simple girl and I like simple things. But for her to come out and say that she doesn't go to chain restaurants, I'm sure when she was with her girlfriends and they have went to plenty of chain restaurants.
But the fact that she kept saying, I'm too beautiful for this, I'm too beautiful for this. When I saw them on the interview with that podcaster and the way they looked beside each other.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he Muslim, Indian?
Yeah, he was Indian.
Like?
And she was mad tall, her hands was huge. Somebody in the comments was like, you sure that's a woman?
Because she had man hands,
yeah,
right?
right?
Yeah. So sometimes you have to be grateful for what you get because apparently,
you're going to be single for the rest of your life.
Absolutely, especially when you acting like that.
Yeah.
Like, you got to calm down, baby girl.
Yep. Not even if you, because some people say, oh, well, she wasn't even all that. Even if you was all that, that's still selfish.
Yeah, that's...
You could be the most gorgeous woman in the world. That's selfish.
Yeah.
So love equates how much you give me then.
That's how she felt.
Yeah.
The only way a man can prove that he likes her or care about her is you got to take him to fancy restaurants and stuff like that.
So if they got his money,
she would probably leave too.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. Now he wants to get back with Wendy.
Because he ran out of money.
He ain't got no money.
Uh-huh.
The girl that he was with, because he ain't got no money, she left him and went to somebody else.
Leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now he's talking about getting back with Wendy. Why?
Good.
You should have stayed with her. You should have stayed with her when you had her. Now, and I have my reservations about Wendy because that's also a part of karma. What you get is what you put out in the world is what you get back in the world. Now, I personally, besides having the Graves' disease and probably thyroid disease or whatever, I personally don't think Wendy Williams is crazy.
No, she's not. I think she's playing it, so she'll have to get that
Absolutely.
man no money.
That's exactly how I feel. And the fact that you want to come back now, nah, you know what? Let me be crazy by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Let me play this crazy by myself because that's what happens. Because like they were saying, now, if he had so many resources and he was her business manager and he knew all of these business, why didn't you keep the contact that you had so that you can always have money? You chose to leave that relationship, that marriage, and the business, and you just want to sit at home and collect her money?
Because he felt that he had it like that. where he had her like a puppet, where he could just manipulate her for the rest of her life. Turned out she turned it on him.
Yep, because I seriously don't believe that there's anything wrong with Wendy Williams.
No, it's not.
I think that she's playing the game exactly according to the way she's supposed to play it.
Mhm.
Because I worked hard for all of this money, and you're gonna turn around and smack me in the face, and because allegedly he was sleeping with men too, so we don't know. Yeah, there was this guy on Tasha K Live talking about he had a relationship with Kevin Hunter, and what's his name have a lot of receipts, Charlemagne the God. But
because he used to work with her, right?
Yeah, he was her sidekick on the when they were on radio. But yeah, he holds a lot too, and you should have just kept your resources so you can always have money. Now you ain't got no money, and you want Wendy back
because that's the only way he get his money back. Get some money. That's crazy.
And she played that role when they canceled her show and offered it to Sherry Shepherd and was mean and mad. I think that was all a role, because as long as she is making money, he gets money too. Because that was, and another thing, you people out there with money, very important to do a prenuptial agreement, because at the end of the day, when it's time for them to walk away, you don't want somebody to walk away with half of your stuff that they wasn't even there for it. Now, if you there from the beginning, which is the beginning, if you're there for that, then that's something different. But some people walk into your lives and you think that this person loves you so much and they'll never do this to you. Some people have motives. They get with people, and it doesn't have to be out of love. It can be out of greed, and they figure that they're going to gain something from whatever you got, and then they'll walk away with half because you so in love and you don't want to do a prenup, because that doesn't mean that you love them. Nah, that's not what it does mean. It means that you want to protect your own self too.
Should people that's not rich like that just get into a relationship with somebody, a marriage with somebody, should do prenup? Should everybody should do it? Because you never know what might happen in the future. I may become rich somehow in the future.
Then but if y'all, okay, here's my take on it. Now, if we both walk into the relationship and we don't have anything,
okay,
and you support me throughout my ups and downs, my highs and my lows, then yes, you deserve to have something. Okay. You don't deserve to have half. Nobody deserves to have half of nobody's anything. But that's just the way the law works.
What's that woman? She had the accent, the big hair. Oh my God, her and her husband, I love them. I can't think.
Tabitha Brown.
Yeah, like them. Like he. I think he stepped to the side so she could build her, and now she's taking.
Yeah, so Tabitha Brown and her husband. Yeah, so that on that note, because you have a lot of people, like a lot of couples, they get together and one person's dreams might be more aspiring to them, and then they'll take that, you know what, I'm going to follow you, I'm going to go with you on your journey. And then when you're done, and there's nothing wrong with it, that's a person that loves someone, that you'll take the back seat so somebody can further their career and get their thing going off, and then y'all sharing the wealth. And then apparently he's a smart man, because that's what he did for his wife. So whatever his wife had, and then I think it was somebody that was bashing her before about that, about giving him and all of this stuff. But like she said, he put his career on the back burner for me, so that I could, do what I need to do.
So now it's his turn.
So yeah, so they'll probably be married forever too.
Oh, they will, yeah.
Because that's what women want. Women want a man that's going to support them as well as be there for them. A man that's not going to be afraid to say, you know what, honey, I'm going to sit down while you do your thing. Not a man, because they have some men out there that'll compete with a woman and think that they have to compete to be better or to make more money. You have some men that don't like to make more money, or like their women to make more money than them because they feel powerless or whatever. Nah, if y'all building a bridge together, then when y'all get to the other side of that bridge, once it's built, y'all got everything y'all need. So it really shouldn't matter whether he
You
had
first,
$10
yeah.
or I had $25, but we started off broke together and we ended up in a comfortable place together, then we share the wealth. And if it doesn't work out after that, then you know what? It wasn't meant to be. You know? Because some people are not meant to be together forever. Some people are meant to be for seasons or reasons or whatever. But when you start seeing red flags of people not really wanting to be down for you, because there's a lot of jealousy. I mean, you can live with a person for 25
And they
years
could
and don't
hate
even
you.
know that
Yeah.
they hated you all of those years.
Jada now.
Yeah, because I don't think
She don't like him.
she
Yeah.
I mean, she might love him.
But she don't
I
like him.
don't
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be in a marriage and I'm calling you my best friend.
No,
You're
I
my
can't.
husband.
But you could be
Husband
both.
first. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But the way that they portray it is like
That's all
they're
they
the best
are.
friends.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna keep saying my best friend, my best friend. Technically, physically, emotionally, you're supposed to be my husband. So why am I calling you my best friend, my best friend, my best friend? I don't need a best friend. I need a husband sometime too. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Your husband can be your best friend. He should be your best friend. But my thing is this: when does the husband part come in? Only when you bashing me and you put in all of our business on the street? Come on, you like not one time since all this ordeal happened did I hear her say that Will was her husband.
Mm.
I mean, maybe I missed a few things, but I didn't hear, oh, my husband. I heard Will,
Has she
my
ever?
best friend.
I can't even think if she ever said my husband.
I have no
I think
idea.
she always called him Will.
Yeah, that's because she probably never wanted to be with him, but that's okay. That's okay for her.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, girl. It just makes a simple life look so much better, worth living.
Mm-hmm.
Because these people have all the money in the world,
You got all these issues.
and got more issues than you and I. The our toughest issue is how we gonna get up in the morning to go to work so we can get that paycheck, so we can pay these bills, and that's it. The whole full circle. Our money just goes around in a circle, and we never really see it if you think about it.
Nope.
It goes from our pockets to the IRS, from the
bill
IRS to
collector.
the bill collector and all of that is a full circle. If you didn't know it, when you pay your rent, that goes back to the IRS because whoever owns the place got to pay the taxes on the place. It's just a full circle. So, like I said, our toughest is just trying to figure out how we gonna get to work and get past this day because we're not feeling it.
That's true, little unique. She said they call it a life partnership and not a marriage. It's true.
Yeah.
They never really said it was a marriage.
Yeah, because that's what they can consider themselves, partners, life partners. I don't want a life partner. I want a husband sometime. So what's gonna become of them? I think, and I could be wrong. If they make it past next year, I'll be surprised.
You about her book?
Probably not. I probably wouldn't buy it because I already know everything that's in the book.
That's true. She do say a lot.
Like you went on a whole book tour, and I get it. You want to promote your book, but save something for the readers because you don't like. I don't want to hear about her and Tupac. I don't want to hear about. I mean, I don't want to hear about her and Will and how they best friends. I don't want to hear about the entanglement. I don't want to hear about how her kids are. I don't want to hear about none of that stuff. I've heard enough from this couple in the last 5 years. We've heard enough. And what kind of takes me back is that, like, who's really doing it for the money? Is it her or him? Because regardless, if Will Smith never makes another movie, he has enough money.
Again, we don't know what's going on. But maybe he's doing it because, remember, she kind of put her shit in the back burner too. And he blew up. So maybe this is his way of saying, you know what?
Let me sit down and take this.
This how you want to do it.
All right. I mean, if that's the way they're gonna do it, let's be honest about it though.
Yeah, true. That's
because according to sources, I don't know, is that a lot of people said a lot of the stuff that she was talking about was lies. It's not true. So
And why you want to talk about Tupac's alopecia? How you know Tupac want everybody to know about his alopecia?
And what happened to her alopecia?
It grew back.
So can I go see her doctor?
Yeah, that's what I said. I need that lady doctor
because you went from alopecia, and I love the way her hair.
Yeah,
I've always loved her
yeah.
with like short hairstyles. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Jada Pinkett hater. I don't hate her. I just don't like. I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan. I didn't like her when she was on A Different World. I didn't like. I didn't really.
I like Set It Up.
I think that one in Jason's Lyrics.
I never, because I thought when I first watched it, I thought it was corny at first, but everybody told me it was good.
Jason Lyric.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to watch it again.
So that's it. But anything other than that, a Girls Trip, she wasn't
even jaded in Girls Trip.
No.
And so that made it worse. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get off of Jada. She's gonna be all right.
Yeah, she gonna be all right. She gonna be all right. What else is new?
Ain't nothing new. We over here. If y'all hear the music in the background, that's one of our DJ brothers. Yeah. DJ Flexman, Jersey's finest. We're listening to one of his mixes today. Like we said before, if you guys want to send us some music, we can play y'all music. We can, promote y'all and tell people where to go and purchase y'all mixes. Like these mixes that we're listening to is mixes by DJFlex.com. You can go to his music page and you can download his music and buy some of his music and support the cause because he's dope DJ.
Yeah, he is.
Just like my girl over here. But anyway, let's talk about December 16th, right?
Okay, yeah.
December 16th, Easy Life Restaurant, 1300 Boston Road and 222nd Street. Holiday event. Come with your A game. We have cash prizes for all the winners. So don't let me invite my little nephew Ethan again and Ethan take everybody's money like he did last time because he was the star of the show. So yeah, we're looking for vendors. I think we might be almost tapped out with the vendors, but we are looking for artists.
Any kind of entertainment,
poetry, rap, singing, comedians. Like I said, if you can blow a fart and light a fire through your ass, we taking you too because that's amazing. So make sure y'all join us. Even if you don't want to come and be a part of the act, you can also be a part of the event by just showing up and having a good time and celebrating with us. This is our 4th or 5th year doing this?
I think it's the 5th or 6th.
Because we had a few of them here in Harlem, and then we just...
Oh, yeah, the 4th of doing this holiday thing. Yeah,
I think it's the 4th or the 5th one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because we had Hexagon Lounge, we had...
Easy Life, we had...
Harlem Nights.
Ponte Bistro?
Ponte Bistro. Uh-huh. No, we did breast cancer there.
Mm-hmm. Harlem Nights, yeah.
So this is our 4th or 5th year.
Yeah, 4th.
So make sure y'all come out and support y'all girls because we do things for a good cause, you know.
And we also helping out the Child Center of New York. If you want to give towards them buying toys right now, they're only taking monetary donations at give.childcenterny.org/toy drive. You can find that link on our page. I'll put it up for y'all to click it if y'all are willing to donate towards them giving toys to the kids.
Do something for the little children.
Yeah. Times are hard.
Times are hard for everybody.
It's gonna get harder.
It's hard for us too, but if we can go outside and spend $20 on a meal just for lunch, and not even talking about you can buy a $10, $5 toy and donate it, or donate the $5 to the children. What is that? The Children's Center?
Yeah, Children's Center of New York.
Yeah. Giving is always better than receiving because when you give, you're gonna always have blessings. And blessings are better than anything in the world. Life is what it is. So, yeah.
In the heart of the city. Yeah. So we We done. We ain't got
Yeah.
nothing else to
I
talk
mean,
about.
what?
What else
No.
happened? Anybody know anything else that happened
I don't know what else
this
to talk
week?
about because we can't talk about what we normally talk about because we
Oh
have
yeah,
guests.
we got
We can talk about that when we don't have guests in the house. But yeah, just well, maybe we can just because there's a few things that I probably need to do. Be, oh, you have it over there. You laughing at me and
Yeah.
what you do with it? Got a few things that I need to take care of before the event starts this evening. Having a couple of people over tonight for a little celebration.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some adult things and play some adult games and stuff like that. But what else can we talk about? Because we have like a half an hour, right?
Yeah. What else happened in this world?
Besides the wars
Yeah,
and them
besides that.
killing the little kids and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just a sad time that we're living in, and
What's up
just
with
pray
these
for
people
everybody.
escaping from the prisons and stuff?
Yeah, you seen that one guy that was he from Philly? Was he from Philly or
And there's four
Baltimore?
more in Atlanta that escaped.
Yeah, but how are they getting out? Like, is
They said
somebody
it.
helping them?
It said there's only the Atlanta one said there's only 8 guards down there.
They only got 8 correction officers
Yep.
in the whole prison.
And it said that it's bad.
So is it a
What?
like what kind of prison is it?
A
Is it a
bad
jail
one.
or just is it prison, state prison? What?
I guess it's a
Because
prison.
that sounds crazy.
Yeah. They said, look, y'all on your own.
See, that guy was missing for was it 2 weeks?
Ooh.
The Spanish guy. I think he was Mexican.
With
He
the
was in jail.
15-year-old?
No,
Oh.
he was an older guy. He was in jail for killing his girlfriend or something like that, and he was on the run for like 2 weeks. And these people ran around in circles, and he was right there.
Where was he?
I think this happened in, I want to say Philly, Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh.
It was either
Oh, this is a
Pennsylvania.
while. Okay.
No, this was recent, like a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was crazy. So your boy, I'm gonna talk about this guy, and then we're gonna get off.
Okay, who?
Donald Trump.
What he do there?
So Donald Trump got fined because he feels that he can talk about whatever he want to talk about,
He
and
always think that. Yeah.
the judge put a gag order on him and told him that he can't release any names of the people in the court and stuff like that. Can't really talk about too much stuff. And he took it off of his Twitter, but it was on everywhere else. So they fined him $5,000. I don't think $5,000 was enough because this man doesn't care. He's going to talk about whatever it is that he want to talk about when he want to talk about it, and nobody's going to stop him. So here's my whole thing, right? Donald Trump is
fake news.
Yeah, he's fake news. But I think 2 more people pleaded guilty in that case against him with overturning the government. So it's not looking good for him there, because I think it's like 13 or 14 people that has been indicted, including our former Governor Giuliani. He's one of those people plastered on the wall where the government is coming after, and they're saying that it's not looking good for him to win this next presidency. But I think that they wrong.
He's
that
running.
He's still running for president. When he's not in court, he's on the campaign trail.
He can still run for president. Oh,
he can still run for president even if he's locked up in prison.
You gotta be kidding me. So
And
anybody can run for president?
Yeah. It seems like it because he's a convicted felon.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
So
how much they make?
The president don't really make. Do they make money or do they just get props?
They just get the White House and that's it, and some food.
I think they get everything free. I think they do make a certain amount of money a year.
I
don't know.
Free.
Little Unique. How much does the president of the United States make?
He get the White House, and he get a dog.
Well, they got. Did they even have a dog?
Who, Melania now?
Yeah.
It was Trump, right?
He was the dog. But yeah, so he got sanctioned this week, $5,000. But you want to know something? I'm gonna tell you, and my hats go off to what's her name, James. Oh, somebody said they make $400,000 a year. That's a
Okay, let me
year.
try out.
For 2 years, that's $800,000, and then you still get props after that.
Yeah, that
I say
sounds good.
Kanye should run. I still believe in Kanye.
I believe in Kanye too.
I still do.
Um,
But yeah, I think he, and the whole scary part about it is, I think that he's gonna run for president. He's gonna win, and then he's gonna pass the law to um to pardon himself.
That's a
Because that's
Gemini
a
thing.
that that's just something that I think that he's going to do, and it's the saddest thing in the world. But oh, thank you, little Nate. So anyway, we didn't got too much to talk about today because I'm sitting here. And,
Yeah, this is the first time you
I know,
speechless.
right? I know we gotta come up. We gotta come up with some topics next time.
Yeah.
For the next show, we'll just come up with some topics, and y'all can always put in the comments what
Any
you guys
topics
want to
you want
talk
to talk
about.
about?
We'll do our research and we'll bring it back to you guys. Just stay up, stay out of the rain. We're gonna sign off early today because I got a few things that I need to do. I need to run outside to the store and get some things. And we love you guys for tuning in.
Yep.
We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'll do my coffee break pop-ups every now and then. Y'all can join me on that.
That's
Usually
true,
for a
on
half an
YouTube.
hour on YouTube. Sorry we ain't got that much to talk about today, but we just wanted to do something because we're here, and it's hardly ever that we're here together unless we're doing the show. But that's why we're doing the show. So anyway, you guys have a blessed Saturday. Like I said again, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget Easy Life Restaurant, December 16th, up in the Bronx where the people are fresh. The holiday event is going down.
Yeah, exactly.
Donate for the kids. It's going down.
For the kids.
Everything. But anyway, y'all be blessed and have a very, 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 very good weekend. Thanks for talking with us, to us, and at us. We'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Ciao.
Peace.